Amen. Obedience. Amen. I spoke a couple of weeks ago on the importance of obedience. Amen. And obedience is important in the Christian walk. Amen. It's essential. It's something that we have to do. You cannot be a saint of God. You cannot follow Christ without being obedient to his will and to his way. Amen. 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 Obedience is important. Amen. And we talked about it. Amen. The book of Samuel 15 and 22. Amen. You can hold St. John. Go to 1 Samuel 15 and 22. The basis of our topic and the basis of what we want to talk about today. Amen. Obedience. 15 and 22, and we know how Samuel, a man of God, a prophet of God, had spoke to the king, King Saul, who had been anointed king of Israel. And God had given King Saul instructions. God had told him something to do. God had spoke to King Saul, amen, and given him special instructions. And we talked about it, amen, and in the first part of our lesson is how, amen, he told King Saul to go in and to destroy the enemy. Amen. To go in, amen. I want you to take your army and I want you to go in and conquer the enemy, amen. Conquer the enemy that have been tormenting the people of God. And then you know what? God has given us an assignment and God has given us things to do. Amen. There are some things that we have been doing and wrapped up with that's not like God. Can I talk to you just for a minute? And God is telling us in his word, he's given us instructions to stop. Oh, I ain't gonna get nobody this morning. Amen. He's given us instructions to turn from our wicked ways, to destroy the enemy that's in your life. He wants you to do something about you. He wants you, amen, to do something, amen. He's got a plan and a purpose for your life, and God has given us instructions in his word. Amen, amen. He's given us instructions concerning the devil that wants to torment our lives. Amen. Satan. Lucifer. Can I talk just for a minute? He's given us instructions on how to defeat the devil. So this is what, amen, he told King Saul, I want you to go in and I want you to destroy the enemy. Amen. I want you to destroy the Amalekites that have been tormenting my people. Amen. The same enemy that, amen, set up ambushes against the people of God when they were coming out of bondage. Are y'all with me? And what we learn from that, we learn that, amen, God is trying to deliver us, and God want to bring us into a place, amen, of prosperity. He want to bring us into a place of peace, but we have to be willing to follow the instructions that God has given us in his word. And anytime God gets ready to take you to another place, the devil is always busy. Oh, I ain't gonna get nobody. Amen. Oh, y'all got it good. Y'all, it's always good in your life. But I know that God, anytime God get ready to bless me, Satan is always busy. For the Apostle Paul said, when I would do good, evil is always present. Anytime, amen. You can tell when God is getting ready to elevate you. When God is getting ready to take you somewhere, when he's got a purpose and a plan for your life, amen, it's the enemy, it's the devil's job to try to stop the plan that God has for your life. It's his plan, amen. So God has given us instructions on how to combat him. Is anybody with me this morning? So that's what he said. That's what he told King Saul to destroy the enemy. Amen. And King Saul made excuses, and he came up with all kind of reasons why he did not obey God's commandment. And that's just like us today. We come up with excuses. Amen. We got reasons, and we got people in our lives, and we got things, and we got friends and family members and boyfriends and husbands and wives. Come on, somebody. We got all kind of excuses, amen, to the reason why we can't do what God is calling us to do. And when I look at that, we have excuses, but the real excuse, the real reason, amen, is you dealing with you. Oh, I can't get nobody. Because when you make up your mind to live for Christ, and when you make up in yourself to live for God, you're not going to let nothing or nobody separate you from the love of God. People, amen. So King Saul, he had excuses. He made up reasons, amen. When he went in to destroy the enemy, amen, he did not, God had instructed him to kill everything in the city, kill every boy, every dog, every woman, every child. Amen. And the reason why God told him to kill everything was he didn't want this stuff coming back up. He didn't want it to come back up. And that's what it is with us sometimes. We don't want to get rid of everything. Can I just talk, amen? We want to keep something, we want to hold on to something in the background. Amen. I remember before I got married. Amen. In between my marriages, I've been married before. I ain't scared to tell y'all. Y'all know anyway. Amen. Amen. God had told me to throw my black book away. Come on, somebody. Ooh, I'm talking to somebody. Amen. All them numbers, all them women you met. Come on now. In between, amen. When you meet somebody nice, God said, come on, throw that away. You don't need that no more. It's time to move on. Amen. You got somebody. You don't need to keep going down the list and taking applications. Come on, somebody. Amen. He said, throw it away, but it's just hard. It was hard. I had to hold on to it for a little while. And I remember my wife, when we had got married, and she was going through my personal things. We were moving to another location. She found a shoebox. Come on, somebody. I'm talking to somebody now. And she's like, what are these pictures and all this letters and pictures and all this stuff? I said, well, get out of my stuff. That's my stuff. Come on. But she was saying to me that, you don't need this no more. Why are you holding on to, pictures of this? And when you was out there, you and this woman and all these, souvenirs. Come on, somebody. Amen. That's when I went out of town with such and such. We got this down there. Come on now. This is a little souvenir. No, you don't need that no more. Amen. When you're moving on, God is trying to move you to somewhere. You got to let the past go. Holding on to things. God said, I want you to get rid of everything. And I got a little story I tell about her how, amen, we had got married. And she moved in with me into my house. She had an apartment when we got married. Amen. I said, well, just let the apartment go when the lease is over. She said, no, I'm going to sign a new lease and I'm going to rent it out. Come on, somebody. Y'all ain't saying that. She could not let that apartment go. She rented it out to my sister, to a friend, to over the years. Kept that apartment for 3 years. Y'all ain't saying that. I said, let that apartment go. And she had to confess. She said, I had to make sure, I won't have to go back to my apartment. Come on, somebody. I got to make sure you were going to be, you were going to act right. I kept my apartment for 3 years after we got married. Amen. But see, what God is saying, don't put that in reserve. Amen. If you're going to put your trust in God, you got to let it all go. I can't preach this like I want to. Amen. God is saying, when I bless you, I'm going to bless you for real. See, we think we ain't gonna be blessed, you know, and sometimes the ways get rough, you know, and sometimes it looks